video, I wanted to talk about what force-on-force training can teach you if you are paying attention, and some things that you might pick up and that would actually, I think, would be healthy for a lot of people. So first thing is exposure. Exposure to the use of force against another person is incredibly valuable for most people that are carrying a gun, because I don't think people actually understand that these aren't paper targets. Then these situations develop. It's not like there's going to be a shot timer dinging in the background or somebody holding up a shot timer behind your head. If they do, that's fucked up. But if that's what happens in real life and the person's just standing there, that's a fucked up reality. But anyways, it'll give you exposure to reality, and some things that you can take away are listed here. And so first thing is you can learn to plan your actions. So having little scenarios, wargaming as some people call it, or whatever, you can have plans in place for things that happen, like when you're going to react, when you're where your line is legally and morally for certain things, how you're going to kind of set yourself up for success, making sure that you did everything you could before just throwing in the deadly force option, which a lot of people seem to think is okay just because they bought a gun, because millions of people now have guns, and God only knows what they think they're going to use them for. But next thing is staging, and I'm talking about specifically staging of gear and staging of yourself. So for example, like where are you going to stage your car keys? Where are you going to stage your knife? Where are you going to stage your handheld flashlight and your spare mag? Are you going to how is that going to function? Are you going to put it in a crossbody position, like in a pair of pants that I wear? I actually have front pockets on the inside of the waistband, and that's just how the pants were made. They were made for EDC and to minimize the profile. But basically, I have like a spare mag on this side and handheld light on this side, so it's just more natural to cross over to my pistol. So staging, you learn to respect the importance of staging your gear appropriately and on parts of your body that allow you to access them easier. So next thing is mindset preparation. So this is kind of inherent, like you kind of get a reality check if you are paying attention, because most of the time the scenarios that you're presented with are scenarios that have been put on to people in the past, I guess you could say. Like people have been through like out of the blue aggression, or people wanting to get in an argument, somebody asking for money but they're actually going to try to rob you with 3 people trying to surround you or something. There's all these different scenarios that they can throw on you in force-on-force training. So it can give you an understanding of how your mindset towards society really needs to be, and how these situations, it's not just a guy asking for money for the bus. It could easily be a guy asking for money for the bus to make sure you're looking at him and engaging with him, while you have a couple of other Joes getting out of your peripheral vision to ambush you. It's happened, and it happens more frequently than we'd like. But these are just some examples of the benefits that you can get from actually going to force-on-force training. Most of the time, you're not going to actually get that light bulb dinging until it actually happens to you, and that's a sad part. But for a little bit of money and a little bit of time, you can actually be put in these situations, test yourself, see how you react, and usually you can get pretty good guidance on if it was actually legally sound or not, and they can help you through setting things up and pretty much all of this stuff, understanding how to think clearly, how to stage things, how to plan things on the fly even, and be able to think, and watch yourself out there, because it can be a dangerous world, right? So anyways, I appreciate you guys watching. Go ahead and leave me a comment below, and you guys have a good one.